Hi, everybody. Let me make sure that everybody can hear me. I need to make sure my mic is hooked up correctly. Hold up. Welcome, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Can you guys see me? Let me know. Hey, Andrew. Hey, everybody. Okay, I think my mic is corrected. Hooked all the way in. Christian B, Katie, how are you? I see you in. Hyman. All right, hold up. I'm talking too much. I gotta mute myself. Do. Hold up. Here it is. I just had to put that on mute. Welcome, everybody, guys. Welcome through. You are seen. Thank you, Victoria. Shout out to you. Dee again, happy birthday to our Dee girl. Today's a birthday. Shout out to you. Oh my God, Tinkle Tits is in the chat. Oh my God, Tinkle Tits. I don't even have this connected. Hold up, Tinkle Tits. I've been calling for you. I know you're a busy person, but I have to show you something. Let me see if I can hook it up. Hold up. Tinkle Tits, don't go anywhere. Y'all gotta wait for this one, okay? I have all cords and everything all over the place. Hold up. Let me see if I can get this. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my sound. Okay, all right. Now let me see the setting on this side. Allow. Okay. Okay. Can you guys still hear my sound? Let me know. Can y'all hear my sound? You guys hear me, right? Okay, I'm gonna do Tinkle Tits. I was told to do this voice changer with you in the chat. Tinkle Tits, are you there? I know. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. He's like, I was in the office. Okay.
Tinkle Tits, how do I sound? Is the voice changer on? Let me make sure. I heard that I sound like a gay male AI. So I was like, well, we gotta ask Tinkle Tits if that is the case. Do I sound like a gay male AI? Tinkle Tits. I was told that I sounded like a gay male. Can you let me know? Do I sound like a gay male? It's so hot. Bridie Becca says I sound like a hot gay male man. You know, it's like you sound almost unique. Now, I hadn't messed around with this other there's like these buttons, right? I wish I could show you guys. There's these little buttons right here. Okay, you said it reminds me of the character in the VR gaming movie Ready Player One. Hold up.
Now, do I sound any different? How do I sound now? Now, hold up, y'all. Sorry. Intermission. Hold up. Do I sound regular? Okay, the voice went
away. Y'all hear me?
Oh, see, I see the
voice goes away. I gotta figure out these buttons.
Okay, enough with the voice. Anyways, Tingle, they said that I sounded like a sexy gay AI male. So I was like, well, let me see if Tinkle Tits agrees. And you just happened to be here today, and I'm kind of glad. Shout out to y'all. Okay, Lovey Cats. Oh my goodness. Let me shout out some beautiful, wonderful people. Lovey Cats has been a member for 11 months. Thank you, Lovey Cats, for supporting my channel. Saidala, 5 months. My lord, you guys are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all said I sound creepy. Oh, come on now. You know I sounded very, very sexy. I'll post in open chat who you sound like. All right. Thank you. You said you're going to have nightmares tonight? Jojo, how are you? You said, I love the gays. They're the sweetest. I know. I sound like a baby. Oh, there's some other sounds there as well. Time traveler, how are you? Let's see. Adas, how you doing, love? I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. For those that are coming through, Infamous is in the house. Shauna B, Rhiannon, Dee again. Happy birthday, Dee. Auntie Annie, welcome. Let's see. Hola, AI. Carmel, welcome. Thank you for being here. H is in the house. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Jeanette is here. Shout out to you, Victoria. Thank you. Diamond and Christian B, thank you for being here. Y'all are amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Of course, for hitting that like button. Very much appreciated. Oh man, let's get it together. Nanette, I am not singing any Marvin Gaye right now. No, I'm not. You said I sound like a drag queen? What? No, I don't. Wanda Lisa, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sylvia, shout out to Sylvia, y'all. I had to run and get the computer fixed. Shout out to Sylvia, who was available. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you so much. So a lot of my settings are off again, so I'm gonna have to go back and reset everything up, but that is okay. I'm happy. That's okay. Jenny Gaitan, welcome. I've arrived sick as a dog, but I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Pumpkin Magic, how are you? Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Rihanna's, you like the voice? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do the voice. Auntie Annie, thank you for the 499. Go, girly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it looks like I'm your fifth super chat. Thank you. Let me put a heart and a thumbs up for that. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. All right, guys. We have so much to review, much to get into. So we're going to get right started now. I got my coffee going. My hair's all crazy, as you guys can see in the back. Oh my God. I feel like I've been everywhere today. Running around and doing different things and whatnot. Nina, thank you for making it here. So Nina's like, I've arrived, guys. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm here. Rabbit, go ahead and get started. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. That sucks. We had really nice weather today. I'll say that much. So that was awesome. But I'm sure the weather will change at some point. And I still feel like I haven't gotten like all my sleep because of the hour change. So I bet some of you guys are dealing with that. Like it feels like it should be, I don't know, earlier. It's late, but here, welcome. Love the Godfather poster in the back. Well, I need to frame it. Wim was telling me, he's like, how are you going to thumbtack that? You need to frame it. It's one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies is The Godfather. Thank you. Except Godfather number 3. I don't know why they did that. I refuse to put that part of it's not even a trilogy. There's only Godfather 1 and Godfather 2 and not Godfather 3. Doesn't exist. I don't know what y'all are talking about. That was a horrible movie. But anyways, moving on. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Belen, I'm letting those notifications go out. And hopefully everybody will get here. And I can hear Baby Bunny's being bossy. She's yelling at people. She's saying something. I don't know. I'm gonna mind my business so she don't try to come in here. Belen, how are you? Cold chills are horrible. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Everybody hates number 3. Yes. How are you? Shout out to you, Miss Dr. Ed. I hope you're doing well. And I was actually thinking about you the other day. Shout out to you and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Rabbit, play the link. I put the open mic chat. LOL. 20-second clip. Play it now while we wait for people to get in here. Okay, let me see. Make sure the settings are still on. Audio. Okay, it's still on.
Tinkle tits. Tinkle tits. Would you date me if I were to call you? Tinkle tits, you know you want me. Tinkle tits, don't I sound like somebody that you would just go for? Tinkle tits, yes you would. Yes you would. You know you like this sound. Tinkle tits. Come on. this is Rabbit After Dark. We are doing the sex phone calls today. Yes, we are. And this is my alter ego. Tinkle Tits said you got a confused, but well, let me unconfuse it for you, Tinkle Tits. Come on now. Oh my God. Christine's like, what did I walk in? Christine, I wanted to change my voice and sound more male. All right. Now I could sound more female.
Apparently, according to this little thing, this is what a female sounds like. Okay? And then we have.
You're a robot. You're weak. You're. Come on now. Get it together. This is a monster. Whatever that sounds like. This
It's a baby! It's a baby! Come on now! Let's go!
and this is an elder. Yes, this is an elder. But Tinkle Tits, you know you want me. Let me unconfuse you, okay, Tinkle Tits? Shout out to you. All right, y'all. Done.
Oh.
All right, voice changer done. We got to get to the program because y'all gonna make me lose track of time and everything. I'm back. Let's get it together. I have a thank you. Well, I just wanted to make everybody laugh for a little bit. Hey, Night Charm, how are you, love? Anyways, you love the voice changer. It's just something I do here and there, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's just that the topics are so heavy and we got to really get into it. All right. So we are 10 minutes in. We got to start. Everybody come through, hit the like button, please. And thank you. Time for us to get to the program. We got some stuff to review. So let's talk about one specific topic that I feel like now we have a little bit more information about what might have happened. Oh, granting access, would like to record. Let's see. Hold up. I got to grant access to hold up, y'all. I gotta do this right now. Right now? What's my password? Hold up, y'all. Later and allow. Okay. Hopefully that works. Okay. We gotta get into this topic. Sorry, I had to put my password and do all that stuff. Let's get into this topic now that I feel like we got a little bit more information. And honestly, it's going to definitely, I think, give a little bit more clarity. This is my password. Thank you for telling the Fluffle gang. That's too many numbers, and I can't remember. And I have ADHD, and I'm not medicated. Keep that in mind. But I might write that down somewhere. I just won't tell people that that's my new password. Okay. So I did a video on Faster PussyCat singer Taime Downe, right? Taime Downe and his fiance of 6 years, they went on a cruise. They had like Faster Pussycat had like an 80s theme cruise. They were going to be performing on this cruise with the Royal Caribbean, and something really tragic happened at this cruise. It was said that Kimberly, who has been engaged to Taime, was they were heard arguing or something like that. She was drinking and she went overboard. It sounds like she actually might have like climbed off and decided to commit S. And apparently we have actual footage of it. Now, this is not information that's coming out of Ricky, even though Ricky put this out here before. But now I think we have law enforcement and officials that are actually confirming this information, that this is actually what happened. So here we have Faster Pussycat singer Taime Downe, fiance seen on video, jumping overboard. Okay. So Caribbean cruise, excuse me, and I believe I'm in the Bahamas. Don't quote me on that, but we finally have more information on this. Taime Downe and his fiance Kimberly Burch went on a cruise when she went overboard. Now the TMC reports that the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office has surveillance footage showing exactly what happened. According to sources, the video shows Burch climbing a railing and stepping off. Her body has not been recovered and the investigation is ongoing. TMZ adds that the MDSO crime scene unit was waiting for the Explorer of the Seas cruise ship when it arrived at the port of Miami on Sunday. So this cruise ship arrived yesterday. So they really can't get into their investigation until the cruise ship is actually docked. I think that's what, is that the word? Let me know. Oh my God, look at BJ. Shout out to BJ. BJ's in the chat. BJ's in the chat. Y'all drop some hearts for BJ. And welcome back, BJ. You were miss. Let me tell you, you were miss. We missed you, girl. But I'm glad that you're back. The queen is back. You've been on that ship, Jojo? Like a ship like that? Did you get the research info I sent Discord about the maritime on the laws? Yes, thank you so much. So they're investigating this. They're going to dock. The ship docked on Sunday. So they're looking into this a little bit more. That's when the real investigation can happen, honestly. But for now, the Hollywood Reporter adds that Taime has been cleared of any wrongdoing. Again, the investigation is still ongoing. So they're saying that her mom, who is, I believe, over the age of 70, and she was telling people that she doesn't drink, but people were reporting her to have been drinking. So I don't know how this or any of this happens, but this is what's going on. I mean, if he's been cleared of any wrongdoing, I'm glad. I still think it's a little distasteful for Ricky to have put that video out there. Should have waited for the family. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't like that. I get it. He was trying to clear his friend's name, but still, it was a little distasteful. That's just what I think. Thank you, Language Culture. Shout out to you. And yes, customs comes on board when a death happens, and it takes a while. That's what I heard, Daisy girl. Like, it takes a while for things to get investigated. My God, Selena fan para siempre. I read your comment about this that uh uh that it like literally your friend, and I heard somebody else say that they had like family members in this cruise ship too. My goodness. So I'm assuming that they were all probably like trying to figure out the investigation and stuff like that. Do you guys remember of that one young guy? I brought this up before. This was like in, I want to say 2008 or 2009. He had just gotten married, and they were on their honeymoon with his wife. They go out clubbing or something in that cruise ship, and he goes overboard. There's like blood. There was a pool of blood on that, like the area of that ship, and literally he just went. I mean, they couldn't find his body. The fiance was interviewed. The people around people were interviewed. So it's just a lot of different stuff that was happening in there. You said this happened in a Hollywood like in the 90s. Well, you have Natalie Wood. Don't forget. Natalie Wood is another one too, who, again, with the ocean and everything. But I'm sorry about, your friend. If she saw anything, I'm sure that they were probably trying to investigate and ask questions and stuff like that. Stuff like this happens more often than we know. Absolutely. So, I mean, if he's been cleared, then that's great. I'm glad that he's been cleared. But it just, a lot of the circumstances surrounding this is just so sad. And like I said, it just felt a little distasteful for Ricky to have put that out there, because I think he said more than what maybe people needed to know, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. It's not. Thank you for saying this. Okay, we have to move on to. We got to talk about. Let's talk about Sudiksha Konanki. This whole situation with. Okay, so people did an article just right now, a couple hours ago. I want to say maybe an hour or two ago. So we've been talking about this young 20-year-old girl who is from the University of Pittsburgh. Okay. She goes on spring break and she's with like 6 of her friends. All right. Spring break in the DR, Dominican Republic, and vanishes. People have been looking for her. Okay. But she's gone. They saw her last walking around 4:50 a.m. in the morning. I guess around the ocean early in the morning around that time by herself. People said, well, it's some of the locals feel like what they've reported that they felt that maybe the waves like got a hold of her and, brought her in and she might have drowned in the ocean. There have been reports that she was kidnapped. She just vanished. No trace whatsoever. She was wearing a brown bathing suit. So we have all this information. Her father's speaking. So there's a lot to this. It's just not quite making sense. You said DR is not. Well, she was with like 6 of her other people. And then, yes, Bobby, they did say that she was with like a man or something. She was spotted with a man. Then there was another person that was there, and this was in a different language. And literally, I think he saw something. He saw her get kidnapped. But the officials in DR are saying that she might have drowned. Was she in the water? I don't know. Was she walking alongside the little shoreline? I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of questions about this. Don't go in the ocean in the dark. I mean, literally, you gotta be careful when you're walking. Hey, Kim. Hey, everybody coming through, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Okay, so let's get into this whole situation right here. So missing 20-year-old student wanted a nice break with her friends on the beach. Her dad says, then she vanished. It can happen to anyone. A fellow University of Pittsburgh student said about the disappearance of Sudis. I want to say her name is Sudiksha Konanki. Sudiksha Konanki. I have not heard anybody say her name, and maybe let me see. because I haven't watched a lot of videos. I've been reading more articles than anything. Let me see if I can. Sudiksha now people are starting to talk about her. So she might actually be coming about. Let me see how people say her name real quick.
Sudiksha Konanki was last seen on
Oh my God. I said it correctly. Sudiksha Konanki. Okay, here we go.
was last seen on security camera footage around Konanki was last seen on
Hold up.
with the Dominican Republic. A 20-year-old Sudiksha Konanki was
Sudiksha Konanki. I knew I said it correctly. So I'm glad that I played that video because I was trying to figure out how to say her name correctly. Her dad interviews and said that she just wanted a nice break with her friends on the beach. Then she vanished. It can happen to anyone. Okay, so this is what we have so far. University of Pittsburgh student Sudiksha Konanki was last seen on March 6th after going on spring break trip with a group of college friends. Authorities in the U.S. and the Dominican Republic have since been searching for her amid a disputed report that she is believed to have drowned. So the DR, those authorities have said, listen, she drowned. Other people are saying that some folks feel like she was kidnapped. She's walking around the ocean very early in the morning. Is that when the sun is like rising? What time does the sun rise around that time? Very beautiful, beautiful girl. She could have been kidnapped in traffic. Unfortunately, this is not uncommon when young and traveling. Absolutely. Absolutely. You said Dominican Republic is level 2 travel advisory since 2024. Why didn't the person call the authorities when this went down? Oh, Kim. That would be, you know what I mean? Like that's, I don't know. It is a whole different country, you know? Did they know that she was a tourist? And if it was at 4:50 in the morning, was there enough daylight for them to see? Did they actually identify her? Did they see her? If she's walking alongside the ocean, how did they kidnap her? Did they just like basically gunpoint and then walk her to a car? Like, how did this happen? I have a lot of questions. What did the witness see? I think it's got something to do with people on trip with her. Some folks have said that too, that they feel like they need to look into the people that are with her. She was definitely beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful. Definitely. I just wonder a little bit more about what to make of it. I don't get that part. How he saw it, does he know who did it? Well, and that's the thing, is like, what times is it? Sunset, sunrise? Can we Google that? What time does the sunrise in Dominican Republic? Is that, what time is sunrise? 6:51 a.m. Is, I mean, I guess it tells you by day. So in Santo Domingo, can you see the sunrise in Punta Cana? I mean, but that, I don't think that it would be at 4:50 a.m. in the morning. It was like 5:55. I thought it was 4. Cheeks, I thought it was 4. We'll look into this though, because this is gonna bug me. Mel, shout out to you. Thank you for being a member for 14 months, my love. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Remember that American lady that was essayed and bashed and thrown in the closet? That was at the resort in DR, I'm sure. Jojo, what's her name? Because there was, you might be mistaking cases, but I have a feeling I think you know what you're talking about. The sunrise, sorry, gotcha. Dominican Republic is Eastern Standard? Really? Absolutely. I'm not trying to victim blame, but from experience, all you younger people, especially women, need to stick together in groups when traveling together or just going at the clubs. Well, that is the golden rule, right? Like, and I've said this before. Saidela says Santo Domingo es la capital. That's the capital. Saidela, do you know? I'm just thinking, because if she's seen walking, I want to say, you said, I looked it up. The day she went missing, it was around 5:50 in the morning. So that was around, so it wasn't sunrise yet. Sunrise was around 6:17 a.m., right? So it says, my daughter is a very nice girl. Her father says she's ambitious, wanted to pursue a career in medicine. The family of 20-year-old college student from Virginia who went missing last week while in the Dominican Republic said the ambitious future medical professional who was just hoping to enjoy her spring break vacation. Excuse me. She wanted a nice spring break with her friends in Punta Cana. She came with her friend on March 3rd. So her friend's name, and I'm sorry, but I cannot say this name, Subaraya Kuduka Konaki. This is the friend's name. I'm going to put it right here, y'all. Okay? I don't know. I cannot pronounce this name whatsoever. Okay? Just gotta say, I cannot pronounce that name. All right? The father of Konaki and Jr. from the University of Pittsburgh told local radio station, "My daughter's a very nice girl, and she's ambitious. She wanted to pursue a career in medicine." According to the Dominican Republic National Police, Konaki, a resident of Virginia County and citizen of India, was last seen early on Thursday, March 6th at the beach near the hotel in Punta Cana. Her dad told CNN that she went to the beach on Thursday with friends and some other guys they met at the resort. After that, her friends came back after some time, and my daughter did not come back, did not show up from the beach. So there was the friends that she traveled with, and then some guys that she met at the resort. Oh man, there's so many red flags here. Both the U.S. and local law enforcement have been investigating what happened to her, including seeking to corroborate the account of a young man who was with her on the beach. Oh, this is giving like Euron Vandersloot, Natalie Holloway situation. Isn't that what, like, it just rings that, guys? You're on Vandersloot, the Aruba case. Yes. Yes. I've never heard of that case, Jojo. I'll have to look into that. You're on Vandersloot, okay? And Natalie Holloway. Natalie Holloway went missing in Aruba and also on spring break right after high school, if I remember correctly, with a group of friends. And I don't know, like that, it's just a bad vibes that the friends leave her. This is the kind of story that I feel like, you know, kind of gets written all over again and again and again. Where Angie Mo, thank you for being a member for 3 months, love. Shout out to you. Thank you, thank you. Where young girls or men go on spring break, they, something happens there and then they're never seen again. It's just given that. It's given that. Did her friends leave her with the stranger? That's the question that I have. So apparently there was a young man. So both U.S. and local law enforcement have been investigating what happened to her, including seeking to corroborate the account of a young man who was with her at the beach, according to the Dominican authorities. Okay, so the county sheriff's office in Virginia is working with federal law enforcement agencies and the University of Pittsburgh police in the case. Reportedly with 5. So she was with 5 female college students at the resort at the time of her disappearance. The Dominican officials believe that she may have drowned, okay, after being caught by a big wave when she and the other person went for a swim at the beach in the dark, because it wasn't like the sun was coming up yet. But the sheriff's office has pushed back on that, saying that in a subsequent statement that we caution anyone from drawing any unsubstantiated conclusions and are committed to ensuring that a thorough investigation is conducted before any conclusions are reached. You said, Joe, shout out to you, say, we always had a rule that if you left 2, you came back with, we made sure we all leave together. We're all together. I don't understand leaving women alone like that. Was there a party on the beach? Right. Is there a party on the beach that we don't know about? It makes you wonder, right? I don't even like to hook up with strangers on vacation. I stick with my friends. Right, Tinkle? Like, it's like, you got to be careful because you just don't know. You don't know with these people, man. You just, like, nowhere you go, it's safe. Whether it's outside of this country or at a nightclub, people have to be careful. That's it. You got to be careful. That's it. Taking a drink, anybody, if a drink is, I've done this before, where drinks were offered to my friend by like some cute guy in the bar, I would just act like I bumped into them so they can purposely drop their drinks. That's what I do. Oops. Because guess what? Yeah, like he bought you a drink and he handed it to you. Oh, yeah, I have a problem with that. I don't want to do that. I don't care how cute he was or anything. I'm sorry. Not on my watch. We gotta stick together. We do. That's how it is. And teach your children that, because it's going to come a time where they go night clubbing or they go traveling outside this country. Teach them that it's okay to be pulling things like that. Oh, oops. Oh, yeah. Play stupid and try to get yourself out of situations like that is important. Kiss a mooch. Thank you for being here. Shout out to you. Okay, so then it keeps going, but the sheriff's office has pushed back and saying that in a subsequent statement that we caution anyone from drawing any unsubstantiated conclusions and are committed to ensuring that a thorough investigation is conducted before any conclusions are reached. The problem that I have here, okay, it's almost like the DR authorities are saying, well, we believe she might have drowned because she was swimming with somebody. Then the authorities over here are saying, well, we don't want to conclude that. So they're not on the same page. The DR authorities are kind of saying, we're done. We're not going to look for her, if they're already concluding that a wave took her and she drowned. And yet we have no body. We don't. It's giving that, right? Thank you. Thank you, Abraham. That's right. If you buy me a drink, then I'm gonna order it myself and keep an eye on it. No, but I'm seriously, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Never put your drink down. That's right, Kim. And well, if you said pretend to sip and then put it down, then watch them. Gotta be careful. All of that. Okay, so then the sheriff's office is hopeful for the safe return of Konanki, and we are committed to supporting this investigation and her family in every way possible, they added. So her father has said that he wants officials to look into other possibilities, including whether this is a case of kidnapping or human trafficking. I would agree. We don't think she would be able to survive for more than 3 days in the water, and I think something else might have happened to her. Dominican Republic said in an exhaustive Dominican Republic police said in an exhaustive air, land, and sea search has been conducted involving drones, helicopters, divers, boats, canine units, and human personnel. A missing person poster describes her to be 5'3" black hair, dark brown eyes. She was last seen wearing a brown bikini, round earrings, and an anklet and several bracelets. It is very frightening, Maria Nino, a freshman, told the outlet. I honestly didn't know how to process it because I didn't know her personally, but I just imagine like being my own friend. It's definitely something that everyone should be really processing because it can happen to anyone. Nino's friends and a fellow student, I feel like so many of us go to spring break just to try to get away and have fun, but a lot of us don't realize the concerns that it comes. So this just gives you an idea of, hold up, let me make myself a little smaller. Okay. They're saying that she was walking along this area, right? Thank you, Kissamoosh. Hit that like button, please, and thank you. So there's a construction site, okay? This is like authorities in the DR are searching for missing college students. This is the area, okay? Looks like they're building maybe another hotel here or something. I mean, it's a gorgeous, you're right, Punta Cana, you're right next to the sea. Like, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. But literally, it just is one of those things where it's like, you got to be careful, man. And if you don't, I'm assuming, I don't know if she speaks the language. Would she be able to get around? What does this mean? Yeah, they reported her disappearance 12 hours after they last saw her. This is a good question too, Christine. So, Saidela, si ella se desapareció, she disappeared around 5:50 in the morning, right? AM, excuse me. She was last seen around that time. I don't know why I have the number 4 in my mind. Keep seeing 4. I don't know why. But it was 5:50 in the morning. Okay, she disappeared around. ¿Estás leyendo el artículo en español? Okay. So, she disappeared around 5:50. And nobody sees her. The friends doesn't see her. It's early in the morning. You know what I mean? Early in the morning. And they don't report her missing 12 hours after that. So what time did they report her missing? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they don't report her just like missing till like what, 3 in the afternoon, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Wow. Angel number 4. My birthday is December 4th. That's interesting. You say that. The 4 is a good number. If it was the middle of the night, 12 hours isn't that long. It was in the morning though, like early morning, 5:50 a.m. Really? Be careful on the beach and stay walking in a larger group. Wow. In DR, you just got to be careful. So, gotcha. 4 a.m. was the first time we heard that. I can't imagine being hungover and assume she's sleeping more. Right. But she was with friends, right? This is a bizarre like situation. I really hope we get more information. But I mean, unless they release more videos of her, what else are we going to hear? There's nothing else. I see Law and Crime is just now talking about this. NBC News is now talking about this. They're just now picking it up. But I think we started talking about this 2 days ago, right? So keep that in mind. College student on spring break trip vanishes. Let's see. New details merge.
The mystery now surrounding a University of Pittsburgh student who disappeared on a spring break trip to the Dominican Republic. The 20-year-old was last seen on the beach in the popular resort town, and authorities now think she may have drowned. ABC News' Rena Roy has the latest for us.
A multi-agency search now in its 5th day in the Dominican Republic as authorities look for any sign of University of Pittsburgh.
You know, frustrated user, I was thinking maybe like they saw her with somebody and they thought she hooked up with somebody or something.
Student Sudiksha Konanki. Dive teams in the water, helicopters in the sky. The sheriff's office in Loudoun County, Virginia, where she's from, is helping with the investigation.
We are looking, obviously, at all the phone contacts that were made, the people that she was with, people she may have met. We want to make sure that we're leaving no stone unturned.
The 20-year-old was on a spring break trip with 5 female friends staying at the popular hotel Rio Palace Punta Cana before she disappeared, shortly before 5 a.m. on Thursday.
March 6th, 3:30 p.m. is when we got a call from one of our friends stating that they couldn't find your girl.
She was last spotted on CCTV cameras on the beach in front of the resort at 4:15 a.m. Her father says he spoke with her the night before her disappearance.
My daughter said that she's enjoying her trip, spring break, and everything was going okay. And she was really happy.
Dominican authorities told ABC News it's possible Konanki may have drowned, saying they were told by her friends that a man was last seen with her on the beach, and the two of them were caught in a big wave. Konanki is a permanent resident of the U.S. and a citizen of India.
Wait. So she was last seen with the man, and there were two caught. Both of them were caught in a wave. So he survives, and she's taken by the wave. Am I hearing this correctly?
The Indian embassy saying it's extending all assistance to local Dominican authorities. And as of now, officials say there are no suspects in this case. Konanki's friends are still there in the Dominican Republic, and her family has now flown there to help investigators. Kana?
All right, Rena Roy, our thanks to you.
Hold up. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Welcome back.
So, okay, this is not making sense. This man is with her. They both go into the ocean. She gets caught by a big wave, and it takes them 12 hours before they report her missing. He doesn't go out there and get help or anything like that. That's right, Nightjar. I'm like, the info isn't infoing. I have questions. Like, is he's definitely not, because it sounds like he's talking to the authorities, right? They were very quick to say that she drowned. But that's what the guy told her. But why did it take him 12 hours to report this? I'm so confused by this. Who is the alleged man? This story is just, I don't know, man. It just seems off. He said nothing, and he was, thank you, Lorraine, for saying this, because it's like, really? Really? They are being very vague about it. Like, and I'm looking to see, Hold up. That was 11 hours ago. Neighbors of missing Pittsburgh students say families cooperating. Well, they have to because that's their daughter. Okay, we have a timeline here. Hold up.
A 20-year-old college student from the U.S. still missing tonight. She was on spring break in the Dominican Republic.
Fox News correspondent Nate Foy has the latest on the investigation.
A desperate search is underway for 20-year-old Sudiksha Konanki. The University of Pittsburgh student was on a spring break trip with friends in Punta Cana, where she went missing early Thursday morning.
We want to find her. We want to hopefully find her safe and sound. Right now, there's just so much that we don't know.
Konanki arrived at the Dominican Republic on Monday and was last seen on surveillance video at 4:15 a.m. Thursday morning, heading to the
Cheeks, 4:50 a.m. I was like, I something about the 4. It was 4:50 a.m. when she was last seen on the beach, per the flyer. Spotted on surveillance around 4:15, walking to the beach. See the number 444. That's why I was like, something about the number 444 here. 4:50 was last seen on the beach. 4:15 spotted on the surveillance, right? 4:15, 4:50. And they isn't officially reported. Oh, the sun wasn't up. So the sun wasn't even up yet. So if they were swimming in the dark, right? So then they don't officially report her missing until 4 p.m. I'm not buying that she drowned. No freaking way. No way. I'm sorry. I'm not. Let me tell you why. How the hell you go from, especially what Lorraine said here, and it took them that long to report her missing? Or call help that the wave took her? What did he do? So he makes it out. What does he do? Go home and then leaves her there? Who does he report this to? I'm not buying it. I'm not. No way, no way, no way.
Beach with a group of people. Surveillance cameras capture that group later returning without Konanki, who is believed to have stayed behind with a young man. According to local reporting, authorities are now interviewing him to determine what happened leading up to Konanki's disappearance. Some local reports say authorities believe she may have drowned, but officials in Loudoun County, Virginia, where Konanki is from, say there's currently no evidence of that.
So the
Oh, and that's the other thing too, Kim. If she was spotted by surveillance, clearly, was it dark enough or was it not dark enough? There's surveillance in the beach area too. Yeah, so they just let her drown. I'm not buying it. I want to see it all. It's definitely very vague. Something don't sound right.
thing that you do in a situation like this, the FBI and our partners, the Dominican Republic, Civil Defense, and the Dominican Navy, they're searching for it, but they're also collecting as much information, putting together a footprint of exactly what and where she had been.
Konanki was officially reported missing 12 hours after she was last seen. Several Dominican agencies are conducting search efforts, with the Dominican Navy assisting and 4 drone teams deployed. Authorities in the U.S. and Dominican Republic are continuing to interview additional witnesses, and they're reviewing all phone and video records. In New York, Nate Foy, Fox News.
All right, Nate. Yeah. I call BS on that. Something don't sound right about that. We'll keep following that situation because it just seems so off. It's going to get covered up to protect tourism. Money from tourism is their main income on the island. It's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't believe it. How did they get the CCTV footage though? That's for sure, right? So grainy and dark. Huh. Okay. So we'll follow up on that. We have to talk about Wendy Williams, guys. Wendy Williams. Did you guys watch BJ's stream today? Oh my God. So help me understand this. I'm trying to understand how this worked out, right? She calls for help. She gets taken to the hospital and she's given an evaluation at the hospital, which basically says that she is a very capable person. She's not incapacitated. Well, she's not incapacitated, as people had made her out to be. Something fishy? Well, we've been saying it, right? Let me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She dropped a note on the 5th floor balcony asking for help. Yes, Lorraine, it definitely does remind me of Natalie Holloway, for sure. You said she dropped a note from the 5th floor balcony asking for help. She got 10 out of 10. Free Wendy. She got a 10 out of 10 out of the assessment that she took. Let's get into this article. So Wendy Williams removed from assisted living facility by NYPD, taken to the hospital in ambulance. So the New York Police Department confirmed to People that Williams was transported to the hospital after they conducted a wellness check on Monday, March 10th. Was unexpected. So Wendy was unexpectedly taken to the hospital amid her pleas of help. Authorities responded to Williams' assisted living facility for a welfare check on Monday, March 10th. A spokesperson for the New York Police Department confirmed to People she was then escorted out of the building, and EMS transported her in an ambulance to the local hospital for an evaluation. Well, she takes this evaluation, and it's being said that Wendy is freaking fine. I'm trying not okay, let me not make this up. Now, I have not logged into Instagram here, so I'm going to have to do continue. Oh, no. Let's see if I can get through here. Wendy Williams. Save info. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to do a little detour. Let me go to my bookmarks. There you go. So, Wendy Williams ACE psychiatrist capacity test. First of all, aced it. She got a 10 out of 10 on the ACE. Yes, I agree with this. Wasn't it Wells Fargo? I don't think it was Bank of America. Was it Wells Fargo, Lorraine? Let me know. I know you move on, but the New York Post posted 3 hours ago that it's the name of the guy. Ooh, okay. I'm going to put the pin on this one, okay? Thank you. Put the name of the guy on the chat here. Say that, please, and thank you. And I'll look it up. Wendy was supposed to go on The View this Friday. I think her conservator didn't want her to speak on that platform. Right. Wells Fargo, there was some activity going on. It goes back to her son. That's what it goes back to. And yeah. So let's go back to People real quick. But basically, this is what happened. So authorities responded to this welfare check, and it was Wendy. They transported her by EMS to the hospital for evaluation. According to reporting from the New York Post, a 60-year-old former talk show host dropped a note out of the window earlier that morning. It allegedly read, "Help, Wendy." Williams has been living under legal conservatorship that oversees both her finances and her health since May 2022 in recent months. She has been in an ongoing legal battle to end her conservatorship with her court-appointed guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, who claims Wendy is cognitively impaired, permanently disabled, and legally incapacitated. I'm going to say this. Sabrina Morrissey, I believe that you are cognitively impaired, permanently disabled, and legally incapacitated, as well as potentially causing way too much shit with these cases. In my opinion, I think you need to get sued, my friend. I really do. What's up with that? There's something really off about this whole situation. And I will have to say this. I think, just like BJ said on her live stream, that if you take somebody's rights through a conservator, any person, that it should be of public interest, right? It needs to be made public, because literally we're allowing these government entities to take over people's lives and their finances and run stuff. All of that needs to be made public. All of it. Now, I can understand, well, there's HIPAA laws and yada. Okay, that's fine. But what happens to their finances? Who's making the decisions? Why are they making these decisions? That should be of a public concern for everybody. It's weird how it's all set up. And in more than one occasion, Wendy has gone to shows where she has been able to regurgitate all the legal stuff that's happening with their case, everything. Have we seen her wow out at all? Have we seen her? No, no. It's been alleged that she might have a drinking problem. But that's not enough to put somebody in a freaking conservatorship or a guardianship or take away their rights or anything like that. No, it's not. It's concerning. She should get help for that, absolutely. But why are we going to strip her of everything? But it'll go better if they take her money, right? Rowan Robbins. Wendy was drinking herself to death before, so if she gets out, it won't go well. Okay. I respect your opinion. Did she out him? I did not know that. Yeah, she outed her son, Trisha. She basically said her son is the reason why they were basically there. And I think a lot of people said that. Actually, the first person that I heard break this was Tasha back in the day. Absolutely. You guys see where Ben Margera is at right now? He's doing fine. Okay? Like, what are we doing here? And none of this is like, it just drives me crazy that we don't have any of this information. At one time, she believed she was married to a cop too. Well, okay. She said he crossed boundaries with their money. He did. Yeah. Her son feels entitled to her money, and that never works. Absolutely. Yeah. If Wendy wants to drink herself to death, that's her right, period. Absolutely. Even if it's her bad choices. Thank you for saying this. There's a huge difference between treatment for addiction and forcing somebody to a guardianship and taking away their rights. Like, let's not get those confused. Okay? At all. Let me see. Wendy has been living under this legal guardianship that oversees both her finances since May 2022 in recent months. She's been in and out of legal battle, ending her conservatorship with a court-appointed guardian, Sabrina Morrissey. I'm not cognitively impaired. And by the way, this is not, and I've said this before, this is not Sabrina Morrissey's first case of putting people in conservatorships that should not be in conservatorships. It's not the first time. She's got a track record. There's other people that have spoken out. So how does it happen? This is what I want to know, that she aced her psychiatry test, which I'm like, there's no way to ace. I mean, is there? I guess I've never heard anybody acing a psych eval. Typically takes a couple hours to do. So a psychiatrist test would be like for medication. I guess I'm trying to figure out what kind of evaluation they gave her. Wendy Williams, make sure we got the evaluations correct. Maybe a mental health evaluation they gave her. So she was sent for evaluation. I bet you it was a mental health evaluation and not a psych eval per se. Psych eval would be like a mental health full-on tests of everything, and that usually takes several hours to do. They don't just do one like that. A mental health is fairly quickly to do. A psychiatric test would be like medications and stuff like that. So this would be a little bit different. They're asking a series of questions. If it's cognitive, it's for cognitive function. It's not a psychiatry. As a psychological evaluation. Thank you. Yeah, there's differences of this. And see, I'm wondering too, like, what kind of questions she was asked. She says she was in the memory unit, which to me is that if her cognitive functioning is well, if it's high, what does her memory have to do with? Like, why are they saying that her memory is off? You know? I don't know. A capacity test is a cognitive functioning. Yeah. So it's a little bit different than a psychiatrist. Thank you for saying this. It has nothing to do with anybody's mental, emotional health. Thank you. I think they're confusing tests, Kim. This would not be the one that they would just give her. The fact that she knows where she was and that the nursing home says that she knows what the heck's going on. Absolutely. They're not doing this to Bruce Willis. Like, what are we doing? The C, she hired her own lawyer and make sure that the person that gave her the test was not issued by them. There's a difference. Well, and that's what I'm saying is like, yes, thank you for saying this. Yeah, TMZ does too much. I don't think TMZ knows what they're talking about, honestly. They don't. At all. Memory affected by alcohol. Yeah. Oh, my shorty, thank you for the 10. Shout out to you. This is so sad. It's always the kind of souls that attract the biggest vultures. I agree with you on that. TMZ got it wrong. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They didn't even and I don't even think Dr. what's her name? The ones that they have on staff for Charles Sophie. Harvey, did you even talk to Charles Sophie? Because he would have told you it wasn't a psychiatric capacity test. It's a cognitive test. Sometimes it just might be a mental health evaluation that they give them. A psych eval takes a couple hours. I took a psych eval how many years ago? It's been during COVID, I took a psych eval. I did. And I did it, and they're expensive, by the way. So back when I was working in government, I had the, nice government insurance. They covered a good portion of it. And at the time I was under medication. I was taking, Adderall for my ADHD. I'm not taking it anymore. I haven't taken it in years. And I remember I wanted like a really good, like everything. I wanted a neuro. I wanted everything. So I did a psych eval, and the psych eval, I mean, it literally told, I still have it there. I am so ADHD. I can't even, I do very well now that I recognize when I'm going off on something else. I have to really, like I've done better about recognizing it, but a psych eval takes a couple hours to do. And I just don't think it would just be a one and done. Thank you. Yes, it does. It literally took me, it took me a whole week to do mine. I mean, you could sit there and do it, and it could be like but it literally, it takes several hours because there's a series of battery tests that you do to do this. That's why I'm not believing that she just took a psychiatrist test and then that she was done. There's no way. Yeah. So mine took several days to do. You said, and if you add 8, triple that. And I mean, I got evaluated for everything, and I'm glad that I did. If you have the money to do it, and if you are struggling, I suggest get a psych eval. Very much, it's very informative. I mean, you could really, really learn about yourself in a psych eval, but they're expensive. So that's what that's what I gotta say. Are you crazy, Rabbit, hiding it from us? Your eval, yeah, my eval took a couple days. That's why I'm not believing that they gave her a psych eval. They probably gave her like a cognitive test or a mental health evaluation or stuff like that. They didn't just test her for a bunch of, like, TMZ, you're misreporting, and half of America, or so, if you don't, unless you work in the hospital, or like Sylvia, Kim, all my mental health professionals or hospital professionals, you might understand the differences, or social workers or police. You might understand the difference, but some folks don't get it. So that's why I'm like, this is so misleading, because there's no way they just gave her a psychiatric test. There's no way. Yeah, my evaluation took days. Yeah, evaluation, mine took like a whole week, if I remember correctly. Yes, they are the ones that give you can get a psychiatric evaluation to evaluate your medication. Okay. A psychiatric evaluation evaluates meds. They don't evaluate your capacity. This is TMZ doesn't get it. Like, you're stupid, TMZ, but hey, whatever. And we all forget 2 stuff, dementia or not. Well, there's that. You talk about it earlier, misleading information to lead to the narration, right? Aren't we all a little bit crazy? Yes. Yep. They can't be bothered with evaluations. They charge a lot more an hour than a psychologist. That's true. A psychiatrist is going to charge you a lot. Oh man, they do. They do. And they want to make sure. And then if you have something for them, yeah, because they're all about, they'll prescribe you the medication that you need, but they're not going to go above and beyond that. That's it. They're not there. Sometimes, and very rarely have I seen a psychiatrist be able to do like other stuff. Usually they just stick to their medicine and that's it. But yes, a dementia test is different than a psychiatric evaluation. Yes, it is. This would be different. You said your mom's dementia test only took an hour. Wow. But yeah, she took a cognitive test. She's aware of her current place and time, who she is, and things like that. So her cognitive functioning must be well, which of course then it's the memory part, right? So please note that. Like, some of this is just TMZ doesn't know how to report, but just note that there's some misreporting happening here. I think that's good. If she passed her cognitive test, or maybe she also did a mental health too, which is like your basic evaluation, you know, she could probably pass something if they give her a different test, a different battery of tests. I want to know how we got here. What test did they give her to deem her incapacitated? That's what I want to know. And it can't be, well, she was acting erratic because, no. If somebody having a drinking problem or somebody drinking is not somebody that's incapacitated, like mentally. You know what I mean? They're incapacitated at that moment because they're drinking, right? They're impaired, but that's not incapacitated for like life. They can't make any decisions. Like those are two different things, right? So there needs to be an investigation as to how they got to there. I'm more curious if they can explain how they got to deem her incapacitated, then we can get to the part whether she actually needs an evaluation or not. That's what I want to know. Figure out how they got her incapacitated, how they perceived her that way before trying to reevaluate her, because she might not even need an evaluation, guys. If people investigate this whole little system, then the whole house of cards falls down. Because if this is the person that they messed up on their evaluation, how they did their evaluation, just imagine how many other people. It's already shown. There's a track record of other people being stuck in conservatorships that don't need to be stuck in there in New York under these judges. So don't try to push a test on her right now. Figure out how she got incapacitated. Figure out who gave her that evaluation. And then we're going to get somewhere. I don't think she needs to be evaluated. I think she's fine. We've seen enough. Okay? And there's a lot of people that have said we've had private conversations with her. She's fine. Yada, yada, yada. We've seen enough. That's how I feel. Whew. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys go because I got to get to bed. I am tired. I'm tired. I'm telling you, I'm not ready for the hour change yet. It's only day 2. Day 1 or day 2? I had to wake up really, really early. Yeah. I'm tired. Shout out to you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Let me shout out some people. Thank you for those that supported the stream. Lovey Cats. Thank you, Saidella. Auntie Annie. Thank you, Mel. Angie Mo. Oh, my shorty. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for being here. Now, hold up. Saidella, if you want to, can you do me a favor and shoot me in an email that article? Is Saidella still in the chat? Aren't we all a bit crazy? Let me give you my email address. Do you think you could just message me the article that you're talking about? They found out who he is. I might do a separate video on this because I think that it would be appropriate. If I have any energy, because right now I don't. I still have to edit, and I have to download the editor too. I haven't done that yet. Hold up. Let me see. Where's my email? Banners. Here it is. I forget my email, y'all. Maybe I need to get myself evaluated again. There you go. This is my email. If you could email me, I would appreciate it. Please, 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 and thank you. I'm gonna head out. Y'all are amazing. Hit the like button. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have you posted on Discord? Tag me, love. Thank you. I will see you guys on the next one. Please hit the like button on your way out. It doesn't hurt you. Please and thank you. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night, guys. Bye.